Nails be dripping, snap screenshot. Nails be gleaming like a wristwatch. Stay on freeze, it's an ice shop. Ain't too many, got what I got. Nails be dripping, nails be dripping, nails be dripping. My nails be dripping, nails be dripping, nails be dripping, nails be dripping. My nails be dripping.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's your girl Felicia, and today we're going to do these glow-in-the-dark 3D nail encapsulated clear nails, I guess you can say, as well as a soft ombre. So I'm going in with my red iguana in hand. I'll link it down below, and I'm just using the tips that you can buy on the website for it. So we're going to act as if these are the natural nails of a client. So you're going to file away, clip as needed. Then you're going to file the top of the nail plate as well. Just be careful, you don't want to overdo it. So do it with the 180 side or 240 file, just because you want to be soft on the nail. It's going to take away the oils, the shine, as well as the growth on the nail plate. As for nails tips, I got this from Amazon. Everyone's been raving. I hate these stiletto tips. They're very flimsy. They bend easy. They don't stick with the glue. Like, I have to put a lot, as you see here, and that's kind of annoying. The same thing with clients as well. It gets everywhere, and my fingers get stuck. It's a hot mess, but I got to get through them, and then I'll find something else that I like. What I do like to do is take a nail form. This one's from Young Nails. And I like to measure out the nail where I'm going to cut. So I count to 1 to the third line. And I'm going to have a perfect coffin shape because of that. So you want to just follow that with all the rest of the nails, because then you'll always ensure you're not cutting one too short, one too long, and like honest and buff and all that extra stuff. It just makes your life a little easier, especially with a stiletto tip as well too. You don't have to cut the edges to make it coffin. You just cut the ends and file away, and you have a perfect coffin. Okay, so going in with 180 nail file. Again, I haven't found my favorite nail file. I can just keep buying and buying until I get one, but I'm using this for now, and it sucks. But anyways, you're going to take it, you're going to go straight up to the corners, up and down in a 90-degree angle. That way you get that perfect crisp line. And then I'm going to tilt it a little bit on a 45-degree angle. So if you look, I tilt it slightly just to follow the coffin shape, then horizontally as well, to give that crisp end. Then with my e-file, I take my fine zebra fining grit, and I'm going to buff the line with the natural nail. What that does is it makes it easier when you apply your acrylic. It won't have like a bump. It just gives you a smooth application. And then I also like to file the clear nail as well, because I feel like when you encapsulate, it gives you the most clear glass nail effect. And then once again, I like to just go on the corner edges up and down, so that way I have a crisp line. I want just those sharp, clean edges. So these are kind of like what I do. Okay, so we're prepping the nails. I'm using the pH bond from Gelish, as well as my Young Nails protein bond. You can use any dehydrator will work, which is what I use, is Gelish. The Young Nails primer is bomb. I am going to be trying a new one soon with it to see if it gives even stronger adhesion. You want to do 2 coats of this. Make sure you do 2 coats on the nails. It is going to leave the nails staying on longer, adhering to the acrylics better. It'll stay for like 4 weeks, honestly. As for our nail liquid, we're using Young Nails. Valentino Pro Beauty Pure, as well as our Mia Secrets Clear and our Glam and Glitz Glow Collection. We're using Afterglow as well as Luminous Skies. This, you guys, from JC Beauty Concepts, everything is amazing. You need to get on it. Great price. And you guys know that I love my nail supply glamour. So I've got the brush. It's the Aqua number 10. I'll link it down below. To begin, you're going to go straight in with your clear acrylic. Honestly, you don't have to do this. Some people skip it. I like it when you want to do a color change for your client for acrylics. If you skip this step, it's not going to be easy. This just makes it easy. You file it off and you go straight to the clear and go right back into a new color. But some people don't do it. I do it. It also helps preventing from colors, like darker colors, from dyeing your natural nails. So keep that in mind when your nail tech is doing your nails. Something to think about. So after I've done my thin clear coat of the Mia Secrets clear, I will be going in with a second coat of the clear on the ring finger and index finger, just because I want to start to build the apex. Now I'm taking Afterglow from Glam and Glitz, and we're going to build our apex. I'm going to do the 3 bead method. So I do my first bead right in the center where the tip starts and your natural nail begins. That way it just kind of adheres a little bit better to the tip. Make sure that you're wiping down the edges and the sidewalls to sidewalls, so sidewalls of the nail. If not, it'll change the shape of your nail. So just keep that in mind. So again, doing a bead, pulling through, and cleaning your brush in between each application as well as your sides. I'm going to also be using this for my ombre. I'm taking 2 beads in my middle finger, on the middle finger, I should say. Yeah, I can't talk. And I'm going to blend it down. So again, 2 beads, also cleaning up the side walls, means the 2 side edges, because you do not want to change up the shape of the nails. If you don't do that, you will have more filing to do. It's a lot more work. Once you've completed that, you're going to kind of let it dry, and then you'll add your ombre color later. I'm going to go in with the Mia Secrets clear acrylic, and I'm going to build up my nail and the apex. The apex is actually where the center of your nail is. So if you were to bend your nail a little with the tip, you'll see it turns like a reddish tone. That is the center. So you want to build up that area and nothing more, because then it's also too bulky. So it's kind of like hit and miss kind of play. Learn how to do it. Once I've completed that, I'm going to also be going in now. No, I'm going to go in now. I can't talk. I'm going to take the color Ballerina, which is this beautiful sparkly shimmer shade. And I'm going to put that, do 2 beads, starting on the top into the middle of the center, blending it into Afterglow. And then I'm going to do my last bead on the top where the cuticle is. And you want it to be careful when you're pushing it up. You do not want to flood the cuticles, meaning go over the cuticles. If you get any that are stuck onto the cuticles, it will create lifting and you will have a nail that pops off within a few days. And then I'm going to also take a little bit more of the Afterglow, and I'm going to blend it with that pink, so I have like this seamless ombre effect. And now I'm actually going to encapsulate the color Afterglow, which you can't really tell I'm encapsulating it because it looks clear already, but I promise you I am going over that. The reason you want to encapsulate or put a clear acrylic over the color is because you don't want to file it off with your e-file or nail file. It tends to like leave, you can see the color mishap. So it just adds like that protective layer. So now you can actually see it because I'm putting it over the pink. So I'm going to encapsulate all the nails that already have the color on. And then once we do that, we're going to go straight into our 3D nail art. Guys, this brush was literally a nightmare. I bought it from Amazon. I was like, okay, probably going to work. And I'm like, why am I fighting with this? So what I do is I take a little bead and I try to make like a C mark, a C the letter C indentation. Oh man, this is hard. And then press it down to create the petal. But if you really look at the brush, it's not as pointy as it needs to be. And I didn't realize while I was doing it, I was like, what is happening? I was fighting. But you know what? I'm a beginner and I'm learning how to do this too. So hopefully next time it'll be better. But you see, as a beginner, you can do it as well, and you can make anything work for you. As you see, like I actually made the petal, but with this brush, you have to work overtime. So again, taking a small little bead. This is the Luminous Skies color from Glam and Glitz. So that's that beautiful glow blue. You're going to do a C, like almost like a moon shape. You're going to take the sides of your brush and just pat, pat, pat. And you're going to repeat that for the remainder of the nail. So I'm just going to fast forward. And you're just going to build around. And it's almost like a circular motion. And you'll get like this nice little petal. So as you can see, it was a little difficult, but somehow I managed to make it work. Now I have a newer brush, so next time I do this, it'll work better for me. But yeah, so what I do is I take a little small bead and I just carve out the edges and flatten it slightly to give you a petal, a leaf, I should say, as you see slowly. And I'm just going to repeat these same exact steps on my index finger of my fake hand. And I just added a small little pearl there just to give it a little definition. Then going in with your clear from Mia Secrets or any clear that you're using. What I like to do is take a thicker beads on this, because if you do it too thin, when you go to file, it'll come off, but also it'll be very bumpy. So I feel like if you do a thicker amount of clear, it encapsulates it better, and it also makes it easier for you to file later on. So as you see, I just keep going in and in, keep going in with more of that clear. I do like to use Mia Secrets clear acrylic, I find that it works the best when I'm encapsulating, meaning doing something like this, putting it overlay either glitters or colors or something like that, and design work, because I feel like since it is a little bit more runny, it applies better to what you're trying to do, if that makes sense. So I only use my Mia Secrets now for that, and my other clears for different design work. Okay, so after you're done, this is what you have. And then you're going to file again to make sure that you just have those sharp edges once again, because you know I'm anal and I love that. So going up and down in a 90-degree angle, as well as a 45-degree angle, and straight up and down on the bottom, so that way you have, again, those sharp edges. You will really want a clean look. Okay, and then I'm taking my e-file again with that zebra 180 fine sanding band, and I'm just gonna, again, you can see I'm making it really crisp on the sides. Any bulk is coming out, is being fixed. Okay, so once you've removed, done all the filing, you're going to remove all the dust and debris from the nails. I'm using Swipe from Young Nails to clean it off. And you have this pretty elegant, soft nails that honestly you can use for any occasion. And so we're gonna top coat that with our Valentino Non Wipe top coat. Just don't forget to also put this underneath the clear flowers, so that way it just gives you perfect clearness. So again, you see it's very elegant and pretty, but the best part is it glows in the dark, honey. I hope you guys really liked this tutorial. I had fun doing it and obviously learning. Until my next video. Ciao, Bellas!